bringing light. From sunrise we rise, why aren't we to shine? Bringing light, holding truth, we fight for time. 4 years strong, we stand proud for the people we voice, we love. But in the offices, corruption they grow. Presidents and first ladies, secrets we know. Fatima Bio, in name they call. Money to move, but no truth at all. Speaker Bundu, allegations they fly. Clerk of Parliament, caught in the lie. But we are no go turn blind. We go stand for the truth, no matter the grind. 4 years of light, we shine bright. We are not the truth, we hold the fight. For the people we go always strive. But corruption they hide, no they thrive. The opposition weak and confused. Them voices divided, the people abused. No unity, no strength to stand. Them always fail the people's demand. Civil society wants a strong voice. Now them biased, sway with power's choice. No more truth, all for sure. We are go fight, we still the glow. The presidential guards them stand so tall. But human rights, you know the call. Them beat the weak, silence the truth. We are no go rest, we go the youth. We are for years, we don't bring the sound of justice, of truth, all the way around. Through corruption, through the lies, we are still the rise, we still the fly. Together we go stand, for change we fight. We are forever, we the hold the line. From sunrise we rise, why aren't we to shine? Bringing light, holding truth, we fight for time. 4 years strong, we stand proud for the people we voice, we love. But in the offices, corruption they grow. Presidents and first ladies, secrets we know. Fatima Bio, in name they call. Money to move, but no truth at all. Speaker Bundu, allegations they fly. Clerk of Parliament, caught in the lie. But we are no go turn blind. We go stand for the truth, no matter the grind. 4 years of light, we shine bright. We are not the truth, we hold the fight. For the people we go always strive. But corruption they hide, no they thrive. The opposition weak and confused. Them voices divided, the people abused. No unity, no strength to stand. Them always fail the people's demand. Civil society wants a strong voice. Presidential guards, them stand so tall, but human rights, you know they call. Them beat the weak, silence the truth. We are no go rest, we go the youth. We are for years, we don't bring the sound of justice, of truth, all the way around. Through corruption, through the lies, we are still the rise, we still the fly. Together we go stand, for change we fight. We are forever, we the hope.
Alright, good morning and welcome to the program where we call KOL RES. Right, we are on YouTube and on Facebook. Also, we talk about the different issues that were the front page of the different newspapers in the Ponado for the morning. And after, we can bring people in where they can help you follow to talk about the different issues. Them. Okay, so on Sunday, we can talk on the issue them way not the front page of the different newspaper them, but we feel say very much important for discuss, and of course we can rub more inside and there. So before we guest them inside the program this morning for we come and talk about the different issues them, we kindly go and watch within the inside the paper them. Okay, so the first one we'll get, yes, this is not the Night Watch newspaper. We say the Night Watch newspaper say Minister Amara Kalon insults Night Watch managing editor, calls editor stupid and reckless. As Sierra Leone hosts third HLFSSTRC, where are the other African presidents? Well, now the question is, where was the insult? Okay, so the indigenous newspaper say free quality education in Sierra Leone, a dream undone by darkness, says Hassan Mansare, aka the African Bongs. And SLPH AFC unveil new jersey for the 2024-2025 Premier League season. And the proposed informal sector pension scheme is a game changer, asserts Nasit DG. As SLPP chairmanship looms, Batilo Songa takes over diaspora support. The Salon Compass newspaper say Ashim Maki, profiteer of war, parasites in peace. Dr. Ibrahim Bangura, APC's best bet. ONS boss calls for calm and unity amidst Yenga situation. The next one at the Daybreak newspaper, serious problem at TEC. Alleged forgery of documents. Finance director kicked out of office. Journalist walked out of TEC office. And you as well get other stories for inside this edition of the Daybreak newspaper. The Premier News. EU unveils 3.5 million pounds development initiative to empower local authorities. And you get CJ tightens oversight on court executions. Adi Macaulay gains key APC support. President Bio pushes for digital reform in public procurement. The Times newspaper, now the next one this morning, sorry about that, sorry. The Times newspaper, now the next one this morning, and they say, Oena's boss extols President Bill's efforts on the Yenga situation. And mysterious death of two at National Pentecostal School, families cries for justice. And Chief Justice empowers supervising judges, others no execution be carried out by the under sheriff's office without approval. And you as well get other story like the Gabonese president honors chairman of UBA's group. The next one we get inside the program this morning. Now the Heroes newspaper we say National Heroes Award 2025 honoring Sierra Leone's change makers. And you as well get NIA unveil banded Wakafine boss. Standard Times newspaper 2025 WASSCE saga. Parliament summon education minister. And 619,000 new Leos alleged fraud and forgery. Bloom bank staff and students in court. And we go to the next one, where the Sky Times newspaper will say, editor Gills condemn attack on journalist Prince Kamara. And a Chinese medical team delivers life-saving care to people in Landmark partnership with Leon Rock. And you as well get other story for you in this edition of the Sky Times. The drone newspaper say Jagaban emerges as beacon of hope for Sierra Leone. And you as well get will SLPP's PR Mindrin win the 2028 election. And the next one, now the new numbered newspaper after Mada Bio's presidency, what next? And you as well get at the others. All right, Musa Tawali mingles with the grassroots, and AIG Tennessee demoted. SLP Traffic Department raises standard. The next one, now the Africa 24 newspaper, 100,000 students deprived from taking 2025 WASSCE. Intention rises over peace market demolition, and Potloko urged to own constitutional review process. NACSA engages members of KFW on GPCYE projects. The Parameter newspaper say Lion Mountain must act. Activists push for diplomatic response in Yenga, and press freedom under fire. Editor Guild condemned assault on journalists. And other story for this edition of the Parameters. The Independent Observer newspaper, Mr. President, can we talk? Part 152, school feeding crisis, local contractors still not being paid, and MOICE engages 6 schools in quiz and debate. Attorney General urged Potloko to embrace constitutional review process. The Global Times newspaper say former Chief Electoral Commissioner appears in court, and the school feeding program, no pay for local contractors. Tourism Ministry prepares for UN Tourism Forum. The Spy newspaper, Education Minister faces Parliament today as massive number of students excluded from 2025 WASSCE. And China's 26th medical team, in partnership with LEONE Rock Metal Group, brings life-saving healthcare to people. Ministry of Fisheries clarifies misconceptions circulating on rice distribution. Well, now all of the paper and this, when we get inside the program this morning, we'll take a short break and see if we were able to communicate with we guests inside the program this morning.
From Salon we rise, why aren't we to shine? Bringing light, holding truth, we the fight for time. 4 years strong, we stand proud for the people we voice, we love. But in the offices, corruption they grow. Presidents and first ladies, secrets we know.
Yes, indeed. In the offices, corruption they grow. President and first lady, secret we know. Fatima Bio, you name the call. This is not a song, and this song gets more meaning this time than any other time. It's like every other day with the song, they lead on and sleep. Every other day, things that happen inside the country, now the more the song that speaks to the burning issues them of the day. So inside the program this morning, Salon people, we don't get one of we guests. We don't join inside the program this morning. And in name na David Indolo M. Conte, in the national sorry about that, in the national coordinator, Civil Society Consortium on Public Accountability. They will be inside the program this morning. Good morning and welcome to the program, Mr. Conte.
Yeah, good morning, and thanks for having me this morning at this program that we had. And I say good morning to Sierra Leonean home and abroad and I'm morning.
Okay. Thank you for joining inside the program. Probably the first time this will get you inside the show this morning. Sorry, we'll get you inside the
Most
KOL RES
welcome.
program. So we'll ask you the traditional question before we begin for go put our inside the different issues then. The program in name KOL RES. Do you who's tell us you eat KOL RES?
Well, it's a anyway, because the Creole people can say a day not do, a do it not over. So how I go able get KOL RES?
Good.
Now where it do, it can day, but it not do. And when it do, it not over. So I'm not going able to keep KOL RES. So nothing very difficult for answer anyway.
You make a member far, but it's well, it's well. So now as a result of this, KOL RES not there, and because of that, you know it's KOL RES center. But you not KOL RES lover?
Oh, KOL RES not there. Because the one themself way sit on the wait. Maybe it's until you get your small rest. The one the way they can visit. Sometimes, not for everybody they get. So you wait then now not feel say we will get sufficient.
But you like KOL RES at all?
Yeah, by right, if I get them, normally like cassava leaf, potato leaf, first thing in the morning I don't want them because I can want to see that crowd they mix the soup and the food together, the rest together. But for this time round, it's really difficult because even at 12 o'clock midnight, people must knock my door say, "Pa, I want something." So sometimes if you cash not it, you're supposed to give them food for it. Because sometimes some certain people that maybe now your food no more now the last hope. So it's difficult really for making able to keep food for the next day.
Okay. You get me?
And I get you loud and clear.
Okay. So the question is, you not person we actually like KOL RES. Let us say the KOL RES day. You not person we go like KOL RES for the KOL RES.
Of course, because traditionally, now some of them think there with people they raise with where we did now with villages. All in the morning, where you wake, your granny call you in a corner. You know, then we not be get free at then time then day. Some certain residents they say, oh, they go na farm, you don't need for 1 man. Because they go very early na farm for go drive board. So waiting they happen. As you reach so, maybe that pot, like I can go na farm so then they cook. Then get some pots they put the food and they go keep her under the grass. For me, nothing no affect her. So as you reach now, the first thing that one the way they pull, then you eat before you start for drive board. Some start it and they pant up, you wait outside, they see the boards them, then you get your basket carriers where we can call the sling. You send her all over. You can don't knock that KOL RES first before you start that operation. But now it's really difficult, my brother. I don't know we waiting at the city if we not get KOL RES. I don't know what thing will happen to people then at the villages.
Okay, continue for doing inside the show this morning. Okay, so
Yes,
let me start the ball rolling with something where I'm not seeing for appear now the different papers them this morning. Where now the issue of Koidu Holdings, the workers them, and the first lady. Well, just 2 days ago, we see Koidu Holdings actually say that they fire 1,000 or over. We see the response from the Ministry of Labour say then we'll do everything possible for make sure say Koidu Holdings go by the law and the one that we forget benefit and get benefit. But just yesterday we understand say all of the one that we in the sack they're not they get any benefit because one then go against the company the lay down rules where they all agree to. Say for example, if they catch you on something, or if you strike or you disturb the company or whatever, things them where now illegal things them you engage in that, and they will fire you and you not will get any benefit. So this is as a result of waiting that happen. Let us just take and before we come to the most recent one, we get for do with the intended court action. But what you not think about 1,000, young man, woman them, big man, big woman them, where Koidu Holdings say they don't already terminate them contract with them. In this day of our Lord Jesus Christ.
This now.
Yes. And sorry, before you go, sorry about
This
that. Forgive me, madness, yeah. With the second guest we'll get inside the program this morning, Ibrahim Soidum. Good morning and welcome to the program, Ibrahim.
Good morning to all the KOL RES listeners.
You get cool like me?
Like you, but say the hardship.
Good.
it ignites some of them things there.
Oh, okay. And as if everybody don't drop them 2 days there, so now the hardship on the weather.
How about the weather? It's about
You get me?
not about the weather, it's about typically the hardship.
Okay. Right. Okay, so let me go now to the issue hardship upon hardship. 1,000 people have lost their job at this time, where Koidu Holdings, the natural state, and they pay, above the minimum wage, 3 times above the minimum wage. Now, then people they lost their job. Them. Let's start with you, Mr. Conte, Indolo Conte. What do you take on this Koidu Holdings, the issue with the worker them strike and then sack of 1,000?
Well, this now both sides. The issue for say we get a law where we know they strike, no. That law I not feel say sometimes it can hold water because when issue happen, if you get a burning issue where they unbog you as a staff, you get the right for call the authorities their attention for sure say yes, waiting they go on is not correct. So you can call their attention. But sometimes it depends the approach where you they use. Because in some certain area before they go into demonstration, if they go into action, you for don't get if for don't inform you boss because Koidu Holdings now the boss for the staff they already don't try for sack. So now you they inform them. You they get series of meeting. They take them unawares. They get series of meeting. Then when get waiting you they ask for, you can get an ultimatum sometimes of 21 days notice. For say if you have no idea to waiting with they ask for, would they lay down tools. Then from there, if the people not do anything or your employer not do anything, you get the right for lay down tools. So one of the things that where we as civil society need for do the media now for going to the matter proper, because we all don't see waiting don't happen from the previous strike, issues the way don't go on, and the current dismissal of over, let's say about 1,000 workers. So that one they call for a very big concern to we as civil society, to we as citizens, to the government, and to us as journalists as well. For make we go into the integrity of the entire stuff will happen. Whether, because not to only thief no more than they sack you for. If you demonstrate then sack you, we got to look at why, how the sacking go. If you go through the due process, you go through the rudiment of waiting lead you to the demonstration, then there is all right for make them give you benefits. But we therefore go back and ask Koidu Holdings, why we not give benefits? It's just because of the strike? Because according to our understanding, the waiting lead the people to strike. They say they not be they get proper drinking water, they not get a lot of things them we not in place. Because also in job, we let them look at the minimum wage
and other things there.
Yeah, your minimum wage can be in place 100%. But if the environment, yes, 100% and other things there. But if the environment itself where they work is not conducive, you as a staff, you need for call your employer attention, say, the A, B, and C, not they go right with we. Not only on minimum wage. You can pay me huge amount of salary, but you violate me on human rights. I can come back and ask you. But we all really we are sitting on a bomb because why make they say so? We all know waiting lead to the strike. Now it make people they ask question. We still learn at the dark, wherein we not able to get proper explanation. Waiting lead to the strike.
Okay.
Waiting don't go wrong. Yes, sir.
So yesterday, Koidu Holdings inside the letter where they sent to the first lady, they actually talk, say, for example, the water they talk about underground, toilet, and other benefits them. But according to them, they don't arrange all of that and they don't put them in place. And the Ministry of Mines, the Ministry of Labor may not monitor and then don't accept say everything they under control even before this strike action take place. And when the strike action they happen, they actually make the efforts, the attempt for call the workers them like treat them for let them return back to job to work, but they don't agree for return at all on the instruction of the first lady. So that's not one of the many reasons that they will make them terminate the contract because they say they lost a lot of money.
Yeah. Now the people that we need for come now and tell me the facts now, yeah. The Ministry of Labour gets a role for play. The Ministry of Mines gets a role for play. Because if we say waiting the people that they ask for, una don't fix them. It means there was a violation of their rights because if therefore they're not a violation of their rights. Because if that one they not been there, it been supposed. But the biggest question here, because this now, what you say and what me say. Now it make us as a body, we need for coming now. We need for get a body way for coming now in a neutral body. Because now the possibility, because what we be want see, like the demonstration will happen so, for be done led by civil society organization, calling the institution, the Koidu Holdings, calling their attention, say, okay, we don't get information on A, B, and C. But in the video of the first lady, which I have been seeing, say not demonstrate as a first lady. They go there as an indigene of Kono. Instead of part and parcel of the Kono, so we go for go support and brothers them. But what we for we don't see here, for we don't see say the ministries them were really get direct concern for don't be the Ministry of Labor and the Ministry of Mines. In a way that now therefore don't see how therefore able nip all of those things in the board before the issue aggravates how it go so. Because laying down 1,000 workers, you know what it will cause a nation? It will cause so many uprising. It will cause theft, lot of theft. It will a threat to the community itself, now a threat to even the institution where lay down them people in there. Because anything might happen. So we be the feel say, therefore don't go back now the drawing board. Even though yes, the wrong have been done. But sometimes they say, you know, we'll take cane for some certain people. But the biggest problem we have in Sierra Leone is misplaced priority. Sometimes we can take decision where we're not supposed to take. Where they lead the country to waiting where they go so today. We get issue we get for deal with Tenga. We're not able to solve them it. Then now we don't get issue where they don't lay down. How many? Now if you lay down 1,000 workers, you know how many people when you do calculation? We are talking about above 10,000 family. Because some certain family and they like one staff where you don't pull, it gets something like 10 people where they eat at the same pot. Some get 5, some get 6. So automatically the country get for day in a very difficult state. Okay. That one day we get for talking.
We will come
so
back
we want to see the minister of.
We will come and continue with that day here inside the program. We're still there. And but I'll come over to you, Ibrahim Soy. Ibrahim Soy, what do you take on this issue of Koidu Holdings, the demonstration, protest, or whatever you call it, and then the sacking, according to Koidu Holdings, of 1,000 workers?
Thank you. Firstly, we for understand, say, which company we operate under the laws of Sierra Leone. Therefore, get the right for sue into this week. And
okay. So if you talk, actually they get you very low. You've been there normal just now, but you don't go low. I don't know if they get call where they make the line they go down again. But if you get me,
I don't know. You get me okay now?
Yeah, they get you okay. Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. So firstly, we for understand say Koidu Holdings na illegitimate companies where they operate under the laws of Sierra Leone. And operating under the laws of Sierra Leone simply means they can sue them and then get the right for sue. Yeah. Secondly, we for understand say since Koidu Holdings like a company, they get staff the way they recruit. So in other words, then they under the labor laws of Sierra Leone and then get the internal policies where they establish as companies. Some of them policies they are how they take administrative actions against staff or against community people or any other intruder. Although them policies therefore in conformity with the labor laws of Sierra Leone. Now, if we go to the historical facts of actually what happened, whereas Koidu Holdings, they accused the first lady of political interference. To be honest with you, that's not true. That's not fact. Because it doesn't necessarily mean whether you're not indigenous of Kono, but occupying a sensitive position, belonging to the first family, you get for no say for any actions where you take can be deemed and categorized as a policy action or maybe as a representation of the first family. This is the reality. Now, no matter how it be, first lady, you get the rights for secure illegal actions. People of Koidu.
Right. Today
it is your right for sponsor them for taking legal actions. You still get each with me?
Yes, it go and come, it go up and come down. So what I go advise you, please let the meeting
pull me your phone and is.
Yes, please, thank you. All right, the program where you watch the KOL RES site on YouTube and on Facebook, and of course you will watch off before you can share the program.
You get me now?
Yes, let's try this one again and see what you get. Please continue.
You don't.
Yes, I'll get you.
It all came out.
Yes, it better pass before.
Okay. So as we were saying that the staff them, of course, the staff them, we legitimately they work for Koidu Holdings, and therefore it behoves them for take legal actions as and when necessary if they deem say their rights within the employment has been trespassed or tampered with. And what you will say now that the accusation against the first lady is valid, and sometimes now we left for the pamper some of them things there. You know, it's very valid that there was a political interference from the first lady, and why? Because it represents the first family. Nothing not stop them or nothing precludes her for taking an action on behalf of the Koidu Holdings, supporting them legally. But for you to lead a strike, one, it becomes threatening to the company. Secondly, it sends bad signal to investors. This is not only about Koidu Holdings. It is about the effect, the spillover effect, the action of the first lady gets, how other investors then go actually understand them, how they go take them. You know, okay. Let's come to Koidu Holdings. Yes, of course, the staff of Koidu Holdings have a legitimate right for demonstrate if they feel dissatisfied with the present employment entitlement or environment way in the facing. Not a right. Nobody know for stop them. And secondly, they get the right for take Koidu Holdings to court if they feel dissatisfied or if they feel unlawfully dismissed or unjustly treated. Not a right. And the actions of the staff them for demonstrates for welfare, these are cut across issues. It's only that no more now we talk about Koidu Holdings that they don't come across. Majority of the big companies them not alone. Majority not respect labor laws, not respect employment contract and employment terms them, nor gets a fair and a very comfortable environment for workers them. They don't get them at all. It's just that no more on Koidu Holdings that they don't come. Okay, and also for the Ministry of Labor, I'm still wondering why it don't take so long. That's something where I feel say they don't handle all this while.
In the beginning, instead of the handle them, they praise the first lady for her action. But now come now to the recent thing that actually happened, and I'll come back to you, Indolo. You know, this same Koidu Holdings say they intend for take action against the first lady, because it illegally interfere with the work. It even block the road with armed men them, we make them get a reflection of what happened 2007, 2012, and the same corner the outside people lost their life at the same time, and now they get planned for take them to courts, and they get planned for do investigation for trace all of them properties them, for make sure say them freeze them, all of the assets them, they get planned for as well, take them to ECOWAS courts, take them to courts in the UK, for make sure say it pay damage. Then they discharge her with civil and criminal, proceedings. What do you take on this particular, intention from Koidu Holdings? You think say, they get right for do that, or then just they try for, overreact, forget them in a position where everybody will notice them?
Well, just like what my brother say, when you they register as a company in this country, you go to they call you M&A. They go to corporate affairs and register. The reason why you they do that registration, now for make you get the right for sue, and people get the right for sue you as an entity as well. Yeah. So then get them your right. For make themselves take legal suits against anybody if they feel aggrieved, say this person don't disturb my operation. But then people get the right for sue them as well in a court. The only thing I can say, they are business people, and then they work in a particular environment, just like what they say, where death can occur, and where then they do them blasting, cracks then they happen at people, their houses. And as a business person, we know the same and not take their actions. But after taking your action, you self get for no say, you get for take all, because no matter what you do as a businessman, you still get for get one or two flows in. Yeah? Waiting they don't happen, maybe feel safe as of now. Therefore, we don't go the institution, the First Lady, the Ministry of Labor, the Ministry of Mines. Therefore, don't go long ago. Now they drawing board. Neither alone us having egos. Because this is one of the problems. Yeah, you don't do me this. Me self go do you this. And when they see the open challenge now where they happen, which is not good for us as a country. Yeah. You can take the action. You can take your lawsuit. You can do whatever you're supposed to do as an institution. But if you also know, say, when you take so decision, what think for be the repercussion at the end of the day as a business entity? Yeah, whether the repercussion will come, whether it will be good or it will be bad or it will be ugly. So that's therefore think as of that as an institution. Just like what I said earlier, we get a lot of what we call misplaced priority in this country. Sometimes institution can do things when not fall under the purview. My brother don't state them clearly. Me and Abraham sorry don't do a lot of investigation at this country. We are in even a lot of institution. Now Koidu Holdings no more don't come to book. But a lot of institutions don't violate. So many human rights violations don't happen. They don't violate staff them waiting self. If you go to some institution, the first point of call, we get for deal with appointment letter. When are in the bind you and the workers, and then they happen. When you look at NACIT, you look at the NRA, you look at them pay tax, all of those things. Sometimes the institutions they not be honor in the right way. But believe you me, I can blame we as a nation. I can blame the parliament, I can blame some of the institutions there, because whenever we get companies the way they can establish in this country, we know they do what we call due diligence. Which now one of the biggest problems. We know they do background checking, that's not one. Then secondly, the people they take decision, we they allow institution for camp established in Sierra Leone without we not think about the values of the people, about the values of even with minerals. If you go to other states, you go find out, say, like when we talk about with raw material. Now only government they mine them. We they put them as reserve. But it will come to a time where in Sierra Leone no go get what we call reserve. Because everything we go down brush at the end of the day. Because look what thing they happen. Me use for live bien Tankoro police station. Now if you go na Kono, you go find out say that monkey all over done. When that one there for don't be a reserve for we. Yeah, but now everything done. If you go na Kono, you dey see a lot of undermining they take place na the Kono. So me they see Kono say na a death zone, na a death trap in the future. Because if we dey blast, we dey do a lot of things. I feel say if in that one day, with a country, Sierra Leone, and even the first lady, for don't come in and say, okay, let's do a lawsuit before we take A, B, and C. Now, Imek earlier, I've been saying, it all depends. Waiting lead to the demonstration. Whether they go through the rudiment, whether they go through the steps them where they're supposed to take before them going to the demonstration. So the only people who will come here now and tell me whether the workers then do the right thing or whether the company do the right thing. Now the Ministry of Mines and the Ministry of Labor. Because yes, the first lady don't do in your part as a Sierra Leonean, as a first lady. Even though yes, that one they will send a very big signal. Because for me, the first family, the wife take a decision like that, yeah, people can look at that angle. But also we get for think and say she's a Sierra Leonean as well. It all depends.
So
angle
let's just ask this
from.
question before we go over to Ibrahim Soyi. Maybe this could be one of the most crazy question we are going to ask. The question is, you're not citizen. When the teachers then can strike, you can mix parts, you get legal rights for the part of them. You're not citizen. When doctors then they strike, you get the legal right for going to hospital and strike. That's just a question.
But the question here, you might not have the right, but it depends if it points at you. Like for example now, us, I can say we civil society. If the people come and seek with service, say A, B, and C, sometimes we can even lead some of them demonstration then they for happen with the staffs them. So now I can say like Abraham, no, we don't write so many press releases for make we take out, now we go out. Like for example, during the previous government, I lead a demonstration of people that will be there at the National Stadium. We can't block the presidents now in this place now country because the people where the flood affected people, they be done is suffer in a stadium. So I led that particular demonstration. We block. Then in the issue of the past, from parliament to how you come in. When they report to you as well, you know, we just take action. You go write the institution, you go to the institution, you go get closed door meeting with them, and show say, yes, I don't get series of complaint on A, B, and C, but I want to come and intervene and see how this go happen. But waiting happen at Koidu Holdings is flexible. And all of us as Sierra Leonean, we get for see how we for coming and discuss the way forward, because these are business people. Yes, if we not handle them in the right way, that will make other investors go front for Kamna Sierra Leone for invest.
And if
we not handle them appropriately, that also will make other investors then come back and might treat with Sierra Leonean brothers and sisters. So we get for go back to the drawing board and see how we able address them amicably in a way that we get what we call a win-win situation.
Okay.
The company win, the government win, the workers then win.
Right.
But if we just left hand in a blanket way, it will cause so much problem for us as citizens.
When we come back to Indolo and Conte, Ibrahim Soyi, you know, the action for take the first lady in a court, if they not reach a particular settlement, you think they're the right thing that one day for here? From a neutral perspective, go ahead.
Well, in companies assessment and operations, the other thing I can call administrative intelligence. That's not the administrative intelligence who feels at this point they will take the first lady to court. I don't believe they just come overnight to that kind of actions. I believe don't they get discussions at the back, then don't they go back and forth. So I believe if we let them come public now, make a known to the public, say now this they intend. It means all the discussions we don't they get with the first lady at the backyard now seems to be truthful. And mark you, the first lady not to just an ordinary first lady, but the wife of the president. You get for access the enormous powers we get. So even if you go with on a moral discussions na table, you get to be well prepared. Sometimes, if not even in presence, they intimidate you in the discussions. So, and Koidu Holdings gets them legal team, and I believe say the legal team go to advise them, say maybe sometimes all the discussions say we didn't be only get na the backyard was to them it appear for be intimidation. So then look at them, say we tired of these intimidations. Let's go to court, and then we see how we go seek it gets, and we get what we want. Remember, when a staff is strike, not a go work, there are lots of negative impact to it create on the company. Koidu Holdings, of course, we all know waiting at the operations. If a staff not go take over a particular site, they get a lot within the loss because they set my business and they do. So then go don't calculate all anything the damage way the strike or the continuous sit at home where the staff they don't get. What you go don't cause them. Secondly, then go don't get a one-to-one, maybe one-on-one discussion to the staff them. All of the staff then they come up with the same thing and say the first lady say no go work, the first lady say no go work. So if with all anything and they get a cumulative effect for make an informed decision. So cumulatively, if then the assess say, okay, this thing do accumulates to this level that we all the staff, the 90% of the staff in the tell we say, now the first lady say no go work, now the first lady say no go work, and we don't see the first lady don't come, it only the strike. So therefore, it behoves us to take an action against the first lady because the first lady might not take up on himself for cause with this damage. And this is not law. And then he said you don't have biscuits, so he been not today.
Right.
They broke.
Okay.
But if then take an action, if then say they don't look at them, say this is the action we are going to take. I mean, they don't consider all ramifications. Firstly, then get for PPRC, there is every tendency that going to court, maybe they are fighting against the first family is like fighting against the government. So in other words, institutions will come in support of the first lady. Maybe they not give a license again. Maybe they terminate the contract with government and all that. I believe say they are prepared for that. But again, if government get to be very careful. If indeed government is also intending retributively for say this is the way we equally they reciprocate the action, say we terminate the contract and we drive them, it gets another legal implications again. And we all know quite recently, most of the cases that they don't take against governments are international courts, they don't win government. And then they go feel say now you know go pay for them remedies then the way they sort, but there will come a time you just have to pay because we're facing restrictions them way I believe say they go tie down to X, Y, and Z. So continuously government self gets to be very prepared and be very conscious. If at all that is what they will be thinking, that if Koidu Holdings take the first lady to court, it's like they are fighting government. So we self go reciprocate in this. This is not the case.
And you know good picking at all at the end of the day.
Yes, in fact, this is democratic country of USAI, the government for no say this is an option for let the world see say we not interfere in such a matter because there is coming get the legitimacy for take actions against whosoever, even the president of the day. But however, we also can urge if there is a way that the Koidu Holdings can sit and handle these issues, we in collaboration with the Ministry of Labour, when are the legitimate institution where they represent government, for address these issues well and good. Because now, as my brother be say, we are looking at 10,000 to 20,000 homes get for staff.
We go for suffer,
because 1,000 people each one of them 1,000 people, and some they represent a family way full of the 80 people, 100 or 100 and something. We depend on
let's say
them.
minimum 10. So if that is now another huge number that one day. Anyway, like at this point, that issue is very, very big. We know wait for them. But let's touch quick one in short number on two other issues then quickly inside the program. One gets to do with the WASSCE exam. I don't know what much you know about the WASSCE exam because according to the Africa 24 newspaper say like 100,000 school picking them, they deprive them not for take the WASSCE exam. And this year not the only year where this don't begin. We don't see they happen 1-2 years back or 3 years back if I get it right on the issue of whether they get for registering a computer, the school not register, the school not that, this, so that they depend the picking it. So I don't know if this one, and I don't do a follow-up on that for no exact written the app on Indolo.
There is a very big problem when it comes to exams in this country. Let's say they lead me for go university, yeah. Okay. Long ago, we'd been on the call on the government of Sierra Leone. Now we get other exams them where people they sit for make them able to go university. Like for example, in those days, you go to we call lower 6, upper 6, then groom you can able to get access to university. But in Sierra Leone, we only depend on this WASSCE. And that one day alone, and WASSCE then gets their own type of business where then they do. One will be done the call on the council itself, say, if picking we don't see huge amount of picking already fail. So we can see as in a business as usual, in a way that I fail more and make more money. But if Sierra Leone, we have decided, say, okay, now we get different type of people they already institution already conduct exam, but then people they are from here, just like our universities then they. Or they get students they already go Unimac, they go Frabe College, they go IPAM, they go different institutions, but when they come, everybody they get job in Sierra Leone. Same way so, now we get institutions the way they conduct different type of exam, then we all go meet up in a university. But depending on WAEC alone, and not go able to solve the problem of this country. Then waiting don't happen so now. We are talking about the free quality education. Then now 100,000 picking and they out, we're not going to go take the exam. Mm-hmm. Then you get for set them to another exam. Before then 10 and they, lot of them picking and they go don't go into Kush because they go don't take to mine. Mm-hmm. Lot of them they go don't get belay on the way. And born picking and discourage them not for go further their education. Mm-hmm. Where before say it will be a very big blow to us as a country. Mm-hmm. So now we try for see how they able to set other arms of examination we are in. Will not only depend on WAEC. Mm-hmm. Other countries, even in Nigeria, other way the way you sit exam for make you go university. So the issue of this WAEC, government in, government out, we always they get problem. So why we not find another solution? We go able lead with picking them go university without them going through only WAEC. But if you see you not sit WAEC in this country, right, you're not able to get access to any university.
Okay,
where before saying that only one
on the same education thing. But I just get Ibrahim so quickly again. We just want to make a short because don't they chase the time now. Ibrahim, so what do you take on this 100,000 where they say that they deprive from the WASSCE exam?
Firstly, it's unfair, and this is a complete incompetence from the ministry, way procured by negligence. That means they fail to act, because this issue has been in existence for up to more than 3-4 years now. We still get this. And when you talk with the school administrators, they will tell you that the system will count for upload. Sometimes it faulty. Sometimes it can day down for every day, can day down for more than 5, 6, 7 hours. So 5, 6, 7 hours, they say we can calculate if the system they on, then can able for upload more than 600 or 1,000 and picking them instead of 6, 7 hours. So it's like them bring a system at a time where Sierra Leone not prepared, get an internet problem. Secondly, the ministry must be blamed by way of vicarious. Then you say the head is always to be blamed because they get the sole responsibility and mandate for negotiate with WAEC when systems that they get problem. If there is genuine reasons of why they for extend the input, the time for input, but the ministry they fail for do that day. And secondly, when an institution is not principled, it is difficult for them to discipline people. Meaning the ministry itself is not principled. The ministry is anchoring on an accusation of misappropriation, embezzlement, and serious corruption entrenched. This is a report by the 2023 audit report. So if a ministry is swimming, if a ministry is alleged to be swimming in the pool of corruption, then how can that ministry handle other affairs?
Okay,
Secondly,
so let's go quick back on the same thing. And in the Global Times newspaper says school feeding program, now from the exam to the school feeding program, they say no pay for local contractors. So in other words, for the last 6 months, the Ministry of Finance not pay single leons, one leon serve to any local contractor, and this they make the school feeding program they collapse. What do you take again?
The ministry that they handle all them things in the audit reports in the first place. Imagine ministry get more than 40 staff them where every month they receive salary, but they are not available. It is in the audit reports. Imagine the ministry said to have procured motorbikes, vehicles, and when auditors go for audits, then vehicles and they not available, and then bikes and they not available at the time of auditing. Imagine teaching learning materials when a component of the free quality education, as promised by the president, teaching learning materials were very integral and not provided, but money was disbursed to the ministry. So if this ministry, they anchor on systematic corruption and embezzlement, as reported by the auditors, then how they can able for disciplined school authorities, administrators, and how they go able for manage the effectiveness and efficiency of the free quality education?
Very good question. Let use that for come over to you, Indolo. What do you yourself think about this, local contractor, the way they get paid? For the last 6 months, government not able to pay them at all, and this they give problem to the school feeding. Now from the basic free education to the school feeding, what do you take?
Make I borrow a leaf from Commissioner Robert Konde Makabo. We always can say, when you get government officials who are seriously unserious, these are some of the problems we will get. Yeah. Now we look way back when we come with the free quality education. We come with the 4 core textbooks. You believe, say, from the time they issue them textbooks, then they 30 days, they're not able to pull out again at the students they are. And the students, they now where they go. The school picking the way they go now, they know they get them books then they. So we start to ask ourselves, why normally we they procure for things them where we not able to take care of? The monitoring aspect, now another thing. This don't become a day-to-day running wherein local contractors are not being paid. And this they kill business houses in this country. Because it's serious. Because if somebody is doing business, now for make profits, then you owe him money for over 6 months, it's not good for we as a nation, as a country. Where before, say, in other countries, they take care of the local contractors.
Businessmen,
because then local contractors, then they make the economy boom. But if we get management, we're not serious, for make we able to do monitoring, just like waiting, my brother, they say, staff then they wait and they pay. There's a cut across. Even into the health sector, we get staff that wait and they pay, but then they go now the field.
A cut across every side, including the
And
office of the
different
president.
sectors, a cut across. We get so many ghost workers I still get ghost teachers, now so get ghost nurses and ghost doctors. You go back now other institution, you get the same thing.
Right.
And we are paying huge amounts of money. So we start to ask
And this
ourselves,
very
where is
much
the taxpayers' money going? The auditors' report. It's sad for us as a nation. They talk about the audit report. Year in, year out, we they bring out an audit report, but when another audit report come out again, it get the same thing. So what are we doing?
What are we
Both
doing?
Parliament, the ACC, other institution, instead of them going out with a fair we safe, let me see how we will come together and nip some of them in there. One thing
Right.
did not happen last year when
Right.
we capture this particular issue. Now the auditor report more not capture again the other year, but this still keep coming year in year out. It is coming. It's not good for we. We need for be serious and taking control over some of them ministries there. We get so many ministries. We don't establish so many institutions, but limited job. Yeah? The work the way they're supposed to do is limited. Waiting the people supposed to get at the end of the day is limited.
All right.
Because if we don't get institution, like you're talking about the educational sector, we get the higher, we get the basic and all other things. But yes, still, we get problem at the education
Thank
system.
you very much. Now, let me take
We don't
this.
get so many arms of, institution at the same governance system, but we're not able to do well at the end of the day, which
At the
is
same
not
time,
good for us
most
as
of
a
the
country.
institutions they duplicate the job the same way that they do. Only at that point, and now we can, and this one, now just quick summary, 3 minutes and again or two, following now just use this as a way for wrap up the program, because we don't go out of time. You know, the issue of Yenga, they up. Yeah, and we not seem for the really understand as people of this nation what really they happen. Maybe una way then at the field of the media, journalism, and una then at the civil society world as well, una get better understanding of what they happen. In 3 minutes for wrap up, waiting I wanna take on the younger thing them, and waiting una feel say don't they really happen from the government and from the diplomatic missions them.
Yeah, well, if I can start, I can tell you, say, it has been complete negligence on the part of government for handling younger issues. Because I remember at some point in time, Yenga was demilitarized under the former government. And later again, they remilitarized Yenga again by the Guineans, soldiers. So the Yenga issue don't do for over 2 decades now. Still the fight back and forth. But this archaeologists say, even when I be the AYV, this now say now that if you failed to handle issues on win a negotiation with a democratic government, you cannot have it with a junta government. You cannot. There is no. And mark you, we know how precious. There is something precious about Yenga. We make the Guinean soldiers and no one forgive up Yenga.
Okay, what's it precious about Yenga?
Well, I believe say Yenga gets a fertile soil for agriculture, and I believe say maybe they are, because somebody they tell me say they also do 1 or 2 mining.
Yes, they get some. They get a small diamond there as well.
So you see, so I mean, then they all can impose attractive nature to somebody for let take over. But however,
then they say most importantly the topography of the area. Now area way very much unique. You know, when you did that side, you see from the 3 countries, Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone.
Yeah,
so
of
for
course,
military, then they're very much important. So they need them at all point.
I believe they need them for that. Then they also need them for garrison, because it's a strategic place for a military base. Forget a garrison. So
that's established there.
Yeah, but what we say now that one thing we also they give these military officers them this kind of mind and guts also for continue for preoccupied Yenga now that how you go allowed somebody they can fend in a country, you allow a massive weaponry
convoy,
a match they go na your office, na your force close. You understand? That was a blow. It was a low for us. So because of the able for breach into with sovereignty, with territorial sovereignty, with such something where it is against international laws, and it is against our national laws. So then they also they further give them an intensified confidence, say nothing is going to happen.
Right, Ibrahim, sorry.
Despite that is why they are not thinking of Sierra Leone for be a sister country. We they think them for be a sister country, but they are not thinking like that.
So then they see themselves as a bully to we.
Yeah, because imagine just within a short period, they fire na the place day. What in our one day shows? It was an invitation. They were inviting us. If we Salon said we don't respond proportionally with that kind of thing, by then 10 days so for the year, boom, 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 and our people left for the suffer.
Yeah,
but me want to assure the people of Yenga, say, let them just be confident on the military, and then let be confident on the institutions the way responsible for dialogue, because our main priority now is to manage the situation that our people are living in peace and that our people are not being disturbed. They live there as residents and enjoy waiting for enjoy as citizens. Because now, I did say this, people don't like the tool. For let we able for repossess Yenga, it is impossible because why? Guinea a junta government, we suspend the constitution. We suspend their obligations to international communities, regional communities, sub-regional communities. So they are not subjected to directions or neither controlled.
We get enough time for we actually handle this, but I'm very much sorry about that. La holiday and can quickly for you on bite quickly in the low, quick 1-3 minutes. What are you on take on the younger issue?
Just like what my colleague don't say, until we get a democratic government in Guinea, they will go on the drawing board for settlement. But for now, their constitution, they don't put their constitution aside. Like a junta regime, so it will be difficult. But me go tell you, say we still get confidence in the Minister of Timothy Kaba for me continue for engage and ensure say peace day. Matter of us going to the drawing board and see how we will come as a country. Because Guinea, we they take them, say now we own sister country. So the issue for me we fought we save over a piece of land, yes, even though that land agricultural viable, they get a lot of minerals, talking about tourmaline, ruby, sapphire, and all other things with the phenom within the Yenga part. So that one they value in a way that no country or no personnel not go out for left that particular environment because then they get waiting them supposed for they get as a nation. Then let me just come quick. The issue about this mpox, my brother, it don't they overtake Sierra Leone as a country. And I not see any newspaper cover them. So one for see the journalists, then please, now we start for do campaign around this mpox because I not they see the government, I not they see the Ministry of Health. They do anything, about sensitization. Up to this time, the people not even know waiting at them where to get for the precautionary measures, where they get for put in place, no sensitization, no they go on, and now it don't rampart. It don't they disturb huge. So the issue of Yenga, please, Papa government, not to rest no more 1-4-C, go to the people. But make the people feel say they voted for a government will go protect their lives and property, because now so many of you people that don't displace. And one for make this they ensure say when they get a democratic government in Guinea, now we see how we will nip this now the board. But let me just say, my brother don't say everything. That man make us say almost a battalion, a troop from Guinea, a worker through Sierra Leone, take our state house. That means it don't weigh we as a country, as a nation. It weigh everything. It study everything about Sierra Leone. Say I can take Sierra Leone at any time. Nobody not go able to hold me. So this now a concern. This now a learning course in a way that in any government will come in governance. No, we not allow such for happen anymore. For make another country kind of way we. And this don't tell we say the Creole people say the time where you get peace, now they tell you go keep Matapensi behind you do. So it's high time us as a country begin think say we for equipped we
military,
we institutions them.
yes,
I'm not going to name the institution, but for also with security parts, we for start for spend huge amount of money because this is one of the problems.
Wait, Indolo. Now you just not begin talk, say, then get a spoil they can pull. I ask you about the police. He say, it they not do. It do not do. Over.
So if it does not do, this is not a problem for the security sector.
Well, so as we talk, so judges know now talk about contractor the way they know they pay 6 months. And other people the way they know they pay 4 months. So how?
Yeah, now I can tell you say misplaced priority. These are always done the talking. Some of them guys they even buy fuel for their girlfriend. Then they buy vehicle, then they build houses for some of them girlfriend them. They send them picking them go abroad. They pay huge amounts of money for their schooling. So some of them money there for us as Sierra Leonean. We decide say when they come together and see how we will upgrade Sierra Leone as a country.
Right.
Definitely we get all what it takes. Like for example, we mine our raw material. We mine them for ourselves, we sell them for ourselves. Up to this time from 1931, where Sierra Leone discovered diamond, we know able to get what we call cutting and polishing industry. We know able for do refining of gold. We know able to take care of we rubies. So these are some of the problems we make Sierra Leone derelict today. We know able to take care of ourselves and make the politicians make them left for life for the people of this country. Make them left for take the people of this country for granted. Please, we want for see any politician will come now. Make it ensure say we go with what we call the national manifesto. Let us not begin think about party manifesto. Because if we take a national manifesto, then we go able to grow as a country, we go able to grow as a state, we go able to grow as people. So I want to say thank you to we had, and I hope say una will bring we discuss issues of importance where we will able to take Sierra Leone go before. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you now 10 with me inside the program this morning. Indolo Conte and at the same time Ibrahim Soyi. Well, I appreciate you now. Thank you very much for not taking nothing for January. Thanks to the police that we bring this program come to you. We make quick out this program to you. Thanks to you who don't like, you don't share. Thanks to you who don't comment. Thanks to you who don't subscribe. And thanks to you who don't view. I appreciate you now all and love you all so much. Until then, my name is Sembe, the freedom fighter. God bless you, country Sierra Leone, where we call we are. Take care. Get yourself a very good day.
From someone we rise, why aren't we to shine? Bringing light, holding truth, we fight for time. 4 years strong, we stand proud for the people we voice, we love. But in the offices, corruption they grow. Presidents and first ladies, secrets we know. Fatima Bio, in the call. Money to move, but no truth at all. Speaker Bundu, allegations they fly. Clerk of Parliament, caught in the lie. But we are no go tongue blind. We go stand for the truth, no matter the grind. 4 years of light,